Hello, everybody. This is Hector, and this is going to be a quick, podcast. And today we're talking about boxing. For those of you who know, this is September 17th, 2023. And right now we are talking about Canelo and Alvarez. Canelo is fighting Charlo, at September 30th, and we are having a couple. So we've been having discussions regarding who's going to win. Some people say Charlo, others say Canelo. In my opinion, I think Canelo's going to win. I do think that Charlo's very skillful, a very tough fight for Canelo. I do think that Canelo, because he has the weight at 168, he's been fighting at 168. His power, I just don't see Charlo being able to sustain Canelo's power for 12 rounds. I do believe, however, Charlo is going to be a very, he's going to come, strong, in the beginning. He's going to start, strong, but I feel like Canelo is going to find a way to win. Now, what do I think about? And now that's what I think. And I think Canelo, even though we have seen the past three fights, people have said that he's not hasn't been the same Canelo, and but I feel like he has something to prove, and I do see him coming. I do see him coming and finding a way to win. Now, I feel like when he fought Vivo, even though he lost, uh, Dimitri was a bigger fighter at 175. Vivo has been accustomed to handle, a power, big man, bigger man, and I felt like he was able to handle Canelo's power for all 12 rounds. The question is he going to? Does Charlo gonna knock out Canelo? Hell no. Why? Well, because I mean, Triple G is one of the one of the hardest, punchers out there. Even he wasn't able to knock him out. So let alone Charlo going from 154 to 168 is going to be two weight classes. It has been done in the past. However, I feel that I just don't see Charlo, you know, knocking, getting Canelo knocked out. Now, he does have a chance with by points. We have seen Mayweather win by points. Dimitri Vivo won by points, and you know Dimitri Vivo just had the footwork, the technique, you know, just that volume of punches where Canelo was not ready. And so I do think that Charles gonna give him some problems to Canelo. I'm not gonna lie, and but I do think that Canelo's gonna find a way to to win. I think it's gonna be more like a Caleb Plant type of fight where we initially saw where Caleb Plant came in, moving around, jabbing. I mean he was, and then in the end of the day, I feel it's gonna be more like a Caleb Plant type of fight. You know, when Charles and Canelo's gonna be more like that than like a Vivo fight. Dimitri Vivo, you need to understand that Dimitri Vivo had power. He had enough power. He had enough size, technique, and footwork. I mean, I think that's really what really, but they got him the win. But mainly was the footwork and his technique. Charlo's a big man. I mean, he's a bigger man, has a bigger frame, but he's more of a. But like I said, he's like being fighting at 154. 160. It's just a total different weight class, and weight in boxing does matter. So we're going to see. Now, in my opinion, I do believe Canelo's gonna win. Now this fight. Now we have seen Crawford and want to fight Canelo. I think that would be good to watch. Not gonna lie. However, I do think that right now is not a good time for Crawford and Canelo. There's no way that right now Canelo's going to entertain this fight against Crawford. I think Crawford's best move is to go 154. If he becomes undisputed at 154, then I do believe at that point he does have a. I do believe at that point he does have the. You know, he should be able to have an opportunity to fight Canelo. But right now, just because, like I said, that win against Crawford, that wins against Earl Spence was awesome. I mean, that was just a dominant, very dominant fight. I mean, dominant performance. I mean, it's insane. However, going from 147 to 168, that's a big jump. I don't think he should be doing this. I don't think he should be doing that. I really don't. I don't think yet. But yeah, if he becomes undisputed at 154, man, that would be the best for him. Now, what about? But I do believe the reason why why Crawford is wants to fight Canelo is because after that performance against Oral Spence, everybody's talking about him right now. He's a man. Like, his name was. Everybody's talking about Crawford right now. And so why not? If everybody's talking about you, have all this attention, all these, why not go against Canelo? Why not have people talking going against Canelo? A very smart move. Let's just go for the big fight first. But like I said, people say there's no business going. I agree. Not right now. I don't think Canelo wants to entertain this fight. I think he's, right now he's signed with the PBC. Right now he's fighting Charlo. My prediction is he may be fighting Andre and then finish with Benavides. Now, I do think that next year, 2024, we may see Benavides versus Canelo next September. If in May he fights Andre, September he fights Benavides, that'll be an amazing fight. I mean, I think Benavides, has been. I mean, he's been fighting everybody. I really don't think at this point has much at 168. I do believe that. I mean, he does have. He has. Andre. He has Munguia. He has Morel. Those are good fights. However, I do see Andre and and Benavides fight. That'll be a good fight. Munguia would also be a good fight, and Morel. Now at this point, but I do really think he's fighting. He wants to find the Canelo fight. So he may have a chance. That's why he hasn't moved up to 175, because if he's not gonna get that chance, if he's not gonna get that fight at 160 against Canelo, then why even be there? So I do see him being. I probably do project Benavides fighting at 168. Next, so up to maybe next year. And maybe we have a chance, if Canelo and Benavides. So he's probably gonna wait and see what happens with, once Canelo's done with his PBC contract, which was a 3-year. It's a 3-fight contract, and so we'll see. And then But yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to watch in the next couple of days as we get closer to that fight. Other than that, like I said, this podcast, a quick talk. Y'all have a good one.